Hello there, welcome back. And it's been a minute since I've jumped on and done one of these sort of sit down videos with you. And today it might turn into a Lego room update. I've absolutely no idea. I've basically got a little bit of free time for the first time in a long time, and we're going to do some bits and pieces for the channel. And the room is just an absolute mess. You can't even really tell in this nice little backdrop behind me, but there is just stuff everywhere. There's stuff that needs to be sold, there's stuff that needs to be boxed up, which is to the other side of the camera, and then we've just got some of the sets from May scattered in amongst everything else. We've got different IPs with different IPs, so it's going to be a bit of a tidy up, I think, go on today. We're going to do some little shorts as well, for TikTok probably, and YouTube shorts. And I'm going to build a couple of things. I'll probably time lapse them as well for anybody who's been keeping up to date. I've had this about 3 times, but I lost the first one when I moved flat, and then I had a second one and a third, and one is for sale eventually in the future, and it's just down to the right hand side of the camera. And so I'm going to build this, time lapse it, we'll see. It probably won't be in today's video. And also this, which I received from a lady just before Christmas, who knows that I liked getting a good deal on retired Lego, basically. And this was gifted to me for Christmas as well. It's been retired for, I think, 5 or 6 years now, at least 5 years. So yeah, I'm going to crack that open as well, time lapse it probably. Time lapsing is quite easy because it feels like I'm kind of making videos, but I'm kind of just building my Lego. So it's a nice little sort of chilled way of doing it. And the room just needs tidied up. I mean, I'll take you around in a minute and just sort of show you through some of the mess that's been accumulated over the last couple of weeks. Currently Friday afternoon, and this video will probably go out on Monday, and I've just finished wrapping a video on the 4 sets that are being extended that I thought and everyone thought were being retired at the end of 2024, but they're now being pushed back to 2025. So you may have already seen the video I'm talking about. This will be the thumbnail for it. I'll pop it over the top of my face. That's lovely. And you may have already seen it. If you haven't, feel free to go and see it, but I'll probably run through it now as it's fresh in my memory. So the 4 sets that are being extended and will not be retired at the end of 2024 are as follows. First of all, you've got the Darth Vader helmet as well, which you may even be able to see in the corner of the screen there. I've done a video about it before. Not totally surprised that this is staying on shelves. It's been on shelves for a long time, so I sort of expected it to be retired this year, but it's arguably the most iconic face mask helmet in all of Star Wars, arguably the Stormtrooper as well, but definitely one of the most iconic and most recognizable things to somebody who maybe isn't even a fan of the franchise. Next up is the Executor Mid-Scale Superstar Destroyer. Slightly surprised that this is being extended. I sort of expected to just be phased out, purely because of the new Starship collection, new name, new packaging, new anniversary brick as well. So I am slightly surprised that it is staying on shelves, which is great for me because I didn't grab it at the time. So one that I'll probably grab eventually. Now I've got another, it looks like a year and a half to grab it before it comes off the shelf. So that's great. Next set is a set you should be able to see in the corner there. I've just done a little bit extra B-roll with it for the video. It's the Coruscant Guard Republic Gunship, and yeah, nice set, £130, so quite steep. 1 or 2 flaws with it, notably the interior. You can't put as many sort of troops in it as you'd like. The studs are quite miscellaneously just scattered within the gunship, so you can't really get that many in, which of course was my original plan. Quite a few of these as well, and I was hoping to sort of kit the thing out, but it probably won't look quite that impressive. It's not like kitting out the AT-AT with snowtroopers. It's just not going to look the same, so just throw those away. So yeah, the interior not perfect, Fox not perfect. The rest of it I really love. I love the colour, the sizing's pretty good. Padme looks great, Palpatine looks great. So yeah, take it or leave it. I've already got it, so I was sort of hoping once I knew it was retiring that we'd end up getting something else in that £130 slot on shelves. And finally, the Ghost. any excuse to talk about a ghost, as you'll know if you've been here long enough. It's got a lot of sort of positive memories for me, which I won't go into because it'll turn into a whole mental health talk about me sitting and watching Rebels at certain points in my life. That ship will now not retire until at least the end of 2025, which I think there was a lot of people crying out for. I've certainly seen comments when I did it, my UCS Ghost video. I've seen a lot of comments saying that they can't believe that this ship is being retired at the end of 2024. And I think that LEGO are pretty much aware of that as well. And whether it's got something to do with the fact that loads of people seem to have picked it up on the May 4th promos, or whether it's got something to do with the fact that Ahsoka Series 2 will be out next year, and obviously that would give people the chance to watch the series and then maybe fall in love with the Ghost and go out and buy it before it retires. Who knows? So yeah, that's all of the 4 sets that are now pushed back. They won't be retiring at the end of 2024. There's no particular rush to go out and grab them. And if that changes, I'll do an update video like I've done with the one that's coming out today. So I'm going to take you through everything that sort of needs to be sorted out, tidied, and yeah, we'll hopefully have a more organised room at the end of this video. So this is like a prime example of what it is I'm talking about. You've got all the Pop Funkos there from a video from not that long ago. The trench run stacked on the top of it because they've got the helmets where the trench run should be for all the helmets. Diorama video. You've then got my iPad there. You've got the 2 sets that I'll probably crack on with today. I can't even remember if I've shown, but yeah, so that's kind of, and even as you pan, like, look at that, you've got all the Mandos there from a short from maybe a week or so ago. The Sith Infiltrator stacked in behind the Invisible Hand. Interceptor there, just chilling behind the Tantive. Groot and Spider-Man with the Millennium Falcon. I mean, the whole place just needs to be turned over, basically. It's not tidy enough at the moment. Mando Fang next to Weasley's Wizarding Weezers, which is exactly where you would expect to see it. Hogwarts. So yeah, and yeah, look, yeah, these are actually my wife's as well, but they're with all of the Harry Potter stuff as well, which needs tidied up. I don't really need Harry Potter to be split across 2. What I need to do is, well, I need to get moving, so I'll probably time-lapse this. It won't take quite as long for you guys, but hopefully you'll see me moving things about and it'll be a little more tidy at the end of the video. And I'd absolutely recommend, as I'm rewatching this time-lapse, to anybody who is a LEGO collector or anybody who is a collector of anything that is particularly nerdy, to try and create at least a LEGO corner, LEGO shelf, a LEGO room, somewhere where you can sort of go and just sort of be with all of the sets and things that you have. It's very therapeutic. I certainly find it therapeutic even when it's particularly messy. And I've finally found a configuration that I'm happy with, temporarily at least, until I get some new stuff. And it starts with Vader's Meditation Chamber and Yavin 4 in the top. And you move away down to Hogwarts, which fits in on the side, which looks quite nice. Nice to see it from that angle. This one I'm particularly pleased with. It's bookmarked either side by the Weasley Shop and the Owl Post. Can't wait to get Ollivanders and Madame Mulkins in there in the next month or so. The many brickheads that I now seem to have sort of got together, they do need to be split by IP, but I think I'm going to find some sort of stand to sort of put all those together. Rocket's Warbird sort of hidden away next to all the other miscellaneous. Loads of figures and small builds in these little boxes. There's tons of clones in one box, a ton of figures in another. There's a couple of... Jumping up back to the top shelf, you've got the Crescent Guard Gunship and the ATTE. I thought I would keep everything cloned together, including the 2 clone helmets, and then above you've got room for the other 4, including that little display of the Slave One that I really enjoy, that you will have seen a few times if you're a regular viewer to the channel. I probably need to find something a bit more exciting to do with that. There's the Ghost as well. And all the way down to where my desk is, and you'll see the dioramas sort of from right to left. No particular order with these, as you can see. And then following on from that, we've got the mid-scale Starship collection across there, and I probably need to get the Executor to go in the final. booth, which is being sort of occupied by R2-D2 and that commemorative keychain at the moment. And then we do need to split these, and once again, I do need to get some more shelving units on either side of the room, which would allow me to sort of have a bit more space to not display these in such a, I don't want to say in an ugly way, but they're just a bit out of place. Everything's a bit out of place. The tie's on its side, the Mando's N1 sort of in a diagonal, Ahsoka. It's not really how I'd want to sort of demonstrate the T6 on a shelf, but that's just the way it is at the moment. And I've got a couple of boxes of figures just off of screen as well behind where the camera is. So there's not a whole lot more I can do spacing wise. We've sort of grouped things together where they are appropriate, and I've kept some stuff out of sight for the moment. And as you've seen from the corner before as well, there's only a certain amount of space that we've got behind the camera, and it's all being used for stuff. Stuff that I'm selling, stuff that I'm keeping, stuff that I haven't opened or built yet. So once the summer passes and, you know, we've paid for holidays and, you know, we've only just moved into this house, all those sort of things, I'll be buying some more bookcases. I was really inspired by Brixie's new studio, where he put the desk in front of the shelf, so he had the shelf almost in line with the desk. So I'll be hoping to get some sort of bookshelf, Billy bookcase style shelves in behind the desk and then in behind where the camera is as well, and it'll just give us the chance to display some more stuff and not have to group things together and make sacrifices about where certain things go. So that is the goal for sort of just after the summer. I would suggest lots of things to buy over the summer and things to pay for, so it'll probably be the kind of thing that'll roll around in about September time. And the next video of this nature we'll probably do will be at the start of June, I would think, for those new Lego Star Wars sets. I don't think I'll be going to the Lego store unless I just happen to be sort of in the area at the time. Only a couple of sets releasing, a couple of small sets, and I'll probably only be grabbing 3 of the 4 of them, and no prizes for guessing which one I won't be grabbing. Obviously there's a Harry Potter release as well, so I don't know if I'll be grabbing anything from there, but there'll probably be more of an unboxing style video. That is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far, I really do appreciate it. Please do drop it a like. I do read all the comments that get left on different platforms, or if you've sent me a DM or a message on another platform, I do appreciate it. I do get around to reading them all. I'm just a very busy man at the moment, and I really appreciate all the support. We've seen a sort of spike in subscribers and followers, so that's really cool. So thank you very much for that. I am going to crack on with building Lego with the rest of my day, and I'm going to time-lapse that, so you'll probably see those videos on the channel in the next couple of days. So make sure you're following and subscribed if you aren't already, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.